You pick up a granola bar that proudly says, 100% natural. The packaging shows oats, honey, maybe a few almonds. It looks clean, pure, healthy. But here's the shocking part. Your body might react to that healthy bar almost the same way it does to a candy bar. That's right. The foods we retold are good for us could be quietly triggering inflammation, spiking your blood sugar, and confusing your metabolism, all while hiding behind a label that says organic, fit, or low fat. So the real question is, how many of the healthy foods in your kitchen are actually making you tired, bloated, or even gain weight, without you realizing it? Let's break it down. You've probably heard this before: just eat clean, choose healthy snacks, avoid junk. Sounds simple, right? But in the modern food industry, healthy has become more of a marketing term than a scientific one. And it's working, because billions of dollars are made every year from products labeled with words like natural, fit, or whole. The truth is, many of these foods are designed to look healthy, but behave like processed junk once they enter your body. Think about it: a low-fat yogurt that's loaded with added sugar, a protein bar that has more syrups and emulsifiers than actual protein, or a whole grain cereal that's so refined, your blood sugar spikes higher than if you'd eaten a donut. So what's really going on here? Why are supposedly good foods acting like the enemy? And more importantly, how can you spot the difference before it ends up on your plate? Let's start with the science behind the first layer of deception: how processing changes food chemistry long before you take a single bite. When you eat something that's truly whole, like a fresh apple, some oats, or an egg, your body recognizes it. Each nutrient comes wrapped in natural fibers, enzymes, and signals that tell your digestive system, hey, this is real food. But when that same food is processed, ground, stripped, sweetened, and stabilized, it loses more than nutrients. It loses context. It's like giving your body a jigsaw puzzle with half the pieces missing. Sure, the calories are there, but the signals that help your metabolism function correctly, fiber, micronutrients, natural satiety, are gone. Now your body gets confused. Your blood sugar spikes faster. Insulin rises. And your hunger hormones, ghrelin and leptin, start sending mixed messages. You feel full for a short while, then tired, then hungry again. And the cycle repeats. But here's where things get worse: some healthy foods don't just confuse your metabolism. They can actually irritate your gut in ways that silently drive inflammation across your entire body. Here's the part most people never realize. Your gut isn't just where food gets digested, it's where your immune system lives. Over 70% of your body's immune cells are found in the gut lining. That means every healthy snack you eat isn't just feeding you, it's feeding or fighting the microscopic world inside you. Now imagine this. You grab a high-protein bar after the gym. It's marketed as clean fuel. But inside that shiny wrapper are emulsifiers, artificial sweeteners, and gums that keep the bar soft and shelf-stable. Studies show these additives can actually disrupt the protective mucus layer in your intestines, a barrier that keeps bacteria from leaking into your bloodstream. Once that barrier weakens, your immune system fires up an alarm. And that alarm is inflammation. You don't feel it as pain, not right away. It shows up subtly: fatigue after meals, brain fog, skin breakouts, or bloating that you can't quite explain. And it's not just protein bars. Consider these healthy impostors. Flavored yogurts often contain as much sugar as soda. Plant-based milks, some are fortified but also loaded with stabilizers like carrageenan, which can irritate the gut lining. Gluten-free snacks, many replace wheat with refined starches and gums that spike blood sugar even higher. Low-fat products, when fat is removed, sugar and thickeners are usually added back in for texture. Here's the twist: these foods often look cleaner than their junk food counterparts, but they may trigger the same inflammatory pathways in the body. Inflammation that, over time, is linked to faster aging, hormonal imbalance, and even insulin resistance. And yet, most people won't suspect a thing, because these foods are hiding under labels like superfood, fit snack, or organic. That's called health washing. It's when companies take advantage of your good intentions, and use just enough buzzwords to make you trust a product that might be doing quiet damage. The worst part? You can be doing everything right, reading labels, choosing natural ingredients, and still be trapped in this illusion. Let's picture this for a moment. You start your day with whole grain cereal and oat milk. Lunch is a light salad with low-fat dressing. You grab a protein bar at 4 p.m., then end your night with a guilt-free frozen yogurt. On paper, that sounds pretty healthy. But in reality, you've consumed over 60 grams of added sugar, multiple emulsifiers, and several highly processed oils, all of which can fuel inflammation and confuse your metabolism. Your gut bacteria, the tiny organisms that regulate your digestion, mood, and immunity, start to shift toward imbalance. Your blood sugar roller coaster leaves you craving more healthy snacks. And your body quietly stores more fat, not because you're overeating, but because it's inflamed and stressed. It's not your willpower. It's not your diet discipline. It's the food industry playing a game of disguise. So what's the real cost of this hidden inflammation? It's not something you'll see overnight, but it builds, slowly and silently. Think of your body like a city. Your blood vessels are highways, your cells are citizens, and your immune system is the police force. Now imagine the healthy processed foods you've been eating are like tiny sparks of traffic accidents happening every day, small, unnoticeable at first, but constant. Over time, those little crashes create chaos. Your immune system stays on high alert. Your cells release inflammatory chemicals like cytokines, meant to protect you, but when they're always active, they start doing damage instead. That's chronic inflammation. And it just linked to nearly every major modern illness, from type 2 diabetes and heart disease to skin issues, premature aging, and even depression. Here's the irony. Many people who eat healthy processed foods, low-fat yogurts, protein snacks, sugar-free drinks are actually trying to prevent those same conditions. But the additives and refined sugars hiding inside may be quietly pushing them closer to them. Even your gut-brain connection gets affected. When your gut barrier is compromised, bacterial fragments called endotoxins can slip into your bloodstream, a process called metabolic endotoxemia. And your brain? It interprets that as stress. So you feel anxious, fatigued, or mentally foggy, even if you've had enough sleep and clean meals all week. That's why so many people today feel like their energy, focus, and metabolism are all out of sync, even when they're trying their best to eat well. So how do you fix it? It's not about cutting out everything or fearing food. It's about recognizing the difference between health marketing and real health. Here's a simple 5-point filter you can use every time you pick up a product. Count the ingredients, not the calories. If it has more than 7 to 8 ingredients, especially ones you can't pronounce, it's likely ultra-processed. Watch for the sweetness trap. Ingredients like cane syrup, rice syrup, agave, maltose, or fruit concentrate all mean one thing: added sugar. Check the order of ingredients. The first 3 items make up most of what you're eating. If sugar or oil appears early, it's a red flag. Labels like natural, fit, low-fat, guilt-free, organic can distract you from the real contents. Flip the package and read instead. Choose foods your great-grandparents would recognize. A banana? Sure. A bag of banana chips with coconut oil, tapioca syrup, and vitamin E preservative? Probably not. The closer your food is to its original state, the less your body has to decode it, the better it supports your metabolism, gut health, and energy.